What's going on, my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family? One Eyebrow back to talk about the Walking Dead series discussion about the Walking Dead as a series and how many more seasons does the Walking Dead have? Spoiler warning if you're not up to date of the show, the comics, as of episode 808 into 809, season 8. If you're not up to date, you don't want to know, stop watching now because we're going to talk about the series as a whole, and I don't want to ruin anything for you because there's a major thing that just happened in 808, and if you don't know, it's going to be a big spoiler. But first, guys, if you can, hit that subscribe button. It helps achieve our goal of 100,000 subscribers. Stay in the know by subscribing, getting notifications. We post Walking Dead content all the time, even when it's off season and on break. Now, the world of The Walking Dead was shook to its core after episode 808 aired. At the end of episode 808, season 8, episode 8, the mid-season finale, we found out that Carl Grimes is bit. No, he's not dead yet, but he's going to die pretty soon. People are thinking, oh, is he immune? Is it a whisperer bite? Is it this? He's going to die in 809. He's just not there yet. We have to wait 2 months to find out. But what Chandler Riggs wrote to a spoiler group was this whole long thing. But what I want to point out here in red was pretty interesting. He said, out of respect for me, Carl, and for one of the last few seasons of the show. He was talking about the episode 808 not being spoiled by the group, and the group obliged, which was very nice of them. They didn't have to, but they did. But I bring it up because of the fact that he wrote, for one of the last few seasons. Here's the funny thing that he wrote on December 13th. Don't worry, guys. I'll be back in the second half of the season in a white dress on a bridge, just like Lori was in season 3. And it's nice to know that Chandler Riggs has not lost his sense of humor. But the world of Walking Dead had a major change at season 7, episode 1. 701 changed the world of Walking Dead for the worse in a lot of people's eyes, with the death of Glenn and Abraham by the hands of Negan. Well, first of all, in the season 6 finale, we had to wait all summer long to find out who Negan picked, and he picked Abraham, but he also kills Glenn in the same episode, and that's killing two fan favorites, especially Glenn, and Abraham had a huge following. And people are like, I'm never watching the show again. And season 7 went down with ratings, but it's still the king of television. But it went down and down and down, and it's still down this season of season 8. At the end of season 7, we forget, some of us, I glance over it. I didn't forget about Sasha, but it's just easy to say Glenn and Abraham were huge losses. But Sasha is a big loss as well, too. I like Sasha. Sonequa Martin Green is a great actress, a great person. And it's a shame we lost her. But then we still have Shiva, right? But Shiva is awesome, but she's a minor character. She's not a big character there. She's not in every episode. CGI. People love Shiva. She saves the day. And people love the show for different reasons. They like Carl. They like Rick. They like Daryl. Like Michonne. They like Negan. They like Carol. They like Ezekiel. Like Morgan. And then we lost Shiva anyway. So in a matter of season 7 and half of season 8, we lost Glenn, Abraham, Spencer, Olivia, Sasha, Eric, Shiva, and now Carl, or soon to be Carl. The Shiva death, pretty crappy, but we knew it was coming based on the comics, and so there we had some major losses. But the Carl loss puts it at a new level of losses. I mean, we've always lost characters every season. Beth, Tyrese, the governor, Herschel, all these people have come and gone, Shane. But losing Carl, especially the way we did, was just like, oh man, come on, man. A lot of people, the show was already declining and already at a fragile point. And it's a shame because we have losing Carl and these people are still alive. Gregory, the Saviors, Jared, all these people. And you're like, those people are still alive, but we lose, Carl and Sasha and Abraham and Eric and people that you like. This guy, Jared and Dylan, and you're like, come on, man, what is going on? The Saviors have too much power. They're being kept alive. Our favorites are being killed left and right. Gavin is okay, but I would gladly take Carl being back for Gavin not being on the show anymore. And I understand Negan has to be around, but I feel like they're choosing Negan over Carl and Negan and the Saviors over a lot of characters for some reason. Does Kirkman and Gimple think these Saviors are untouchable? They give the villains a little too much power all the time. They're almost invincible. And none of these lieutenants have even come close to death yet. Maybe Dwight, I guess. But then we have these people, the Scavengers, and people like that are still on the show. And you're like, the writing has just been poor and weak, and then maybe a little bit, and then they have Jadis come around and weird talking Jadis. It's not like they live in a garbage dump, but then they also talk weird and they do different things and they backstab Rick and then Rick goes back and then they run away, and just the writing has just been pretty lackluster, and I don't know how much longer the fans can take it. I'm going to watch The Walking Dead till it's off the show and read the comics till they stop printing them. And why is this guy alive still? He needs to go super quick. We need to have satisfaction on the show, and we haven't had it since season 6. So season 7 was pretty bad. A lot of people getting killed. I mean, we have losses and no one is made up for the losses anymore. The saviors are still in control and still have power, and it's frustrating even when they kill lesser characters like Benjamin. The Walking Dead used to have satisfying events for us, like with the governor, with Rick versus the governor, or Rick versus this, or Rick versus Shane, or this would happen. I mean, where are the days where it was Rick versus Shane was the problem, or walkers were the problem, survival was the problem? It's not a survival show anymore like that too. It's like a drama with these characters of the saviors, and the saviors are annoying. They're invincible. You can't touch them. You can't do anything. Even when they have a plan and it's there working, somehow it gets out, whether it's Eugene or Daryl or some BS like that. Negan is almighty, all powerful. He's so strong, even though he carries around a baseball bat in a zombie apocalypse. I didn't know his baseball bat is bulletproof, but either way, Negan is charismatic. He's funny. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is great, but they're giving Negan too much power, and they have since he arrived. Season 7, I love this though. Dink! When he punches him in the face, the super uppercut is just awesome. That was minimally satisfying. It was one little part of an episode, but what's the future of the show, guys? How much longer can it go on? I don't really know. The whispers are coming. Hopefully it's season 9. I don't know if it's going to be season 9 or 10, how much longer we have. But the savior's got to go. Negan it needs to be satisfying what happens to Negan either way. Post your comments below, guys. What do you make of it? How much longer do you think The Walking Dead will be on television? And will it still be good to be on television? It could be kept on for many more seasons, but will we still have the great, satisfying, good show that we used to have back in the early stages of season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Season 7 and season 8 have been pretty lackluster, and they need to change their ways about it, whether they're getting rid of Scott Gimple or whatever. If you're going to sign the petition or whatever to get rid of them, I don't know if that's the answer or not, but I hope we find an answer eventually. So that's my take on it, guys. Give me a follow on Twitter and Instagram at the PT channel. We post quality pictures, information, good content all the time. Facebook, we got a Walking Dead community Facebook page and a group, a PT channel page, a lot of good stuff. Walking Dead mystery boxes. They're going quick, guys. Place your orders today so I can ship them out very soon so you get there for the holidays. Here's some stuff that could be in them. We got 6 to 7 items. I keep putting bonus stuff in them because I want to make these boxes great. Free shipping, $38 through PayPal. Message me if you want to get one. Fight for Us, my book series. The Walking Dead can be frustrating at times. So my writing is about a zombie apocalypse that is satisfying in every book. Not every page, of course, but every book, it builds stuff up and puts them down with the 4 main characters there, but many more. There's many more than 4 characters. The 4 books available now are these 4. Book 5 will be available very soon. Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, Kindle versions. Thanks, guys, for watching, and let me know your thoughts.